we'll get all these different parts and manufacturing components from different countries, especially Japan, Korea and other countries. So we are engaging with all these vendors to see that whether they can come here. If they can come here, what kind of requirements they have. So Tata is helping in connecting with them. And in Jagi Road, we have part of the land we have given it to Tata OSAT plant, and remaining part of the land we have divided into two parts. One part is for the other manufacturers to come and set up their units there, and one portion will be developed for the residential areas and social infrastructure where people can live there, and there will be school, hospital and all those arrangements. And also our Guwahati airport also, we would like to understand from the vendors in the Guwahati airport what kind of facilities are required for importing their raw materials or exporting their finished products. So we want to develop Jagi Road around the Tata OSAT plant as an electronics manufacturing cluster. That is the vision of our Honorable Chief Minister. So by this summit, 24-25 February 2025, Global Investor Summit, Advantage Assam. By that time, we wanted to have as many as vendors to come here and start their business. In this process, they can also identify local partners with whom they can work within Assam, so that these people will produce not only for Tata plant, also they can produce and export to other units within India or abroad. So that is the main reason why we are holding this one-day long conference here in Guwahati. Thank you.
Demise of Ratan Tata, is it going to impact your semiconductor program?
No, this is Tata Group is an institution now. So no, whatever has been committed and whatever is being done, so they will continue to happen. It's a business. Tata Group, there are several verticals. In fact, more and more other Tata verticals are coming and working with us. Now we have given 30 acres of land. The Tata Group, one hotel is going to come there in the Jagi Road itself. The Gateway Group is starting the hotel there. So they keep coming. They will add more things, and we are discussing with Tata Housing, real estate arm of Tata, whether they can help in. We will give the land, etc., so they can start constructing the housing units, so that the people who come here and work, they can live there. Like that, we have worked more and more with Tata. In fact, that is no that kind of a worry.
How does it create the local employment?
Local employment now, we have 350 girls from Assam have already been sent to Bangalore. They are already getting trained. The moment next when this plant starts working, then all these people will come. And that's the only beginning. Then thereafter, a lot of local youth will be given training, skilling, etc. But now, when initially 12,000 people will be working, out of 12,000, there may be a small number of very specialized engineers. They have to come from other countries and other parts of the country. The remaining people who will be working directly, indirectly, once people start staying there, then that will create a many business opportunities when more families are staying there, and they have to eat, they have to go to hospital, they have to go to schools and all this infrastructure. This will create a lot of employment.
আজি আমাৰ অসমৰ কাৰণে এটা অন্য মাইলৰ খুঁটি হিচাপে চিহ্নিত হৈ ৰ'ব, যিটো দিন আমি একত্ৰিত হৈছোঁ দেশ বিদেশৰ বিভিন্ন সেমিকণ্ডাক্টৰ নিৰ্মাণকাৰী প্ৰতিষ্ঠানৰ প্ৰতিনিধিসকলৰ সৈতে। উদ্দেশ্য জাগি ৰোডত 27,000 কোটি টকা ব্যয় সাপেক্ষে যি সেমিকণ্ডাক্টৰ ইউনিট নিৰ্মাণ হৈ আছে, সেই সেমিকণ্ডাক্টৰ ইউনিট ৰান কৰিবৰ কাৰণে বহু এনচিলিয়াৰী ইউনিটৰ প্ৰডাকশ্যনৰ তেওঁলোকৰ সা সামগ্ৰীৰ প্ৰয়োজন হ'ব, আৰু সেই সা সামগ্ৰীসমূহ যাতে আমি অসমতেই নিৰ্মাণ কৰিব পাৰোঁ, অসমৰ এণ্টাৰপ্ৰেনিয়ৰসকলক এই প্ৰযুক্তিৰ লগত পৰিচয় কৰাই দিব পাৰোঁ, পৰৱৰ্তী সময়ত যাতে অসমৰ উদ্যোগীসকলেও ছেমিকণ্ডাক্টৰৰ এই ইক'ছিষ্টেমৰ লগত আমাৰ ৰাজ্যখনক আগশাৰীৰ 5খন ৰাজ্যৰ ভিতৰত এখন হিচাপে প্ৰতিষ্ঠা কৰাৰ যি সপোন, সেই সপোনক আমি বাস্তৱতাৰ দিশেৰে আগুৱাই লৈ যাব পাৰোঁ। সেই উদ্দেশ্য ৰাখিয়ে আজি আমি জাপান, সাউথ কোৰিয়া, জাৰ্মানী ছেমিকণ্ডাক্টৰৰ লগত জড়িত হৈ থকা বহু নিৰ্মাণকাৰী প্ৰতিষ্ঠানক আমি আজি নিমন্ত্ৰণ জনাইছিলোঁ আৰু প্ৰায় 38টা এনেধৰণৰ নিৰ্মাণকাৰী প্ৰতিষ্ঠানে আজিৰ AIDC কনক্লেভত আহি উপস্থিত হৈছে। তাৰ ভিতৰত সুমিতমো, ডিস্কো, মিটসুৰি, ফেষ্টো, KNS, কুলিকে, নিপন এক্সপ্ৰেছ, ট্ৰনিক্স এনেধৰণে বহুকেইটা কোম্পানীৰ প্ৰতিনিধিসকল আজি আমাৰ মাজলৈ আহিছে। টাটা ছেমিকণ্ডাক্টৰে যি উদ্যোগ গ্ৰহণ কৰিছে মাননীয় প্ৰধানমন্ত্ৰী নৰেন্দ্ৰ মোদী ডাঙৰীয়াৰ আশীৰ্বাদত, আমাৰ নৰ্থ ইষ্ট মাননীয় প্ৰধানমন্ত্ৰী ডাঙৰীয়াই যি অষ্টলক্ষ্মী আখ্যাৰে সদায় বিভূষিত কৰি আহিছে, ইয়ে আগন্তুক দিনবিলাক আধুনিক মানৱ সমাজক লিড কৰিব পৰাকৈ আমাৰ পৰ্যাপ্ত পৰিমাণৰ ভৌগোলিক যি লোকেশ্যনৰ এডভান্টেজ, এই এডভান্টেজ লৈ আমি আগুৱাই যাবৰ কাৰণে সক্ষম হ'ম।
Of course, investors from the different part of the country, and especially I'd like to ask you, how do you like the semiconductor project in India or Assam? It's going to be the biggest semiconductor project in Assam.
Actually, this Tata's project is a quite interesting project because you have a very big local demand inside India, not only Assam. India is very big and a huge population, so we can expect a big growth in the future. So, I believe this Tata project is a very promising project.
What's your company name? What's your name? And what is the vital role you are?
My company is the name is Mitsui and the company. It's a global trading company, and we like to promote Japanese raw materials because Japanese raw materials are quite strong in the semiconductor field. Almost 50% of the raw materials are made by Japanese manufacturers. So we want to promote the products to Tata and other projects in India.
Scope, or what is the future of semiconductor, if you want to say, in Assam or India?
Semiconductor future. At this moment, so many products are imported. Not only raw materials, products are imported to India. But it is sure that local production will be expanded. So we import raw material and the Indian company, it makes final products. This is very natural for the future. So we expect a big growth in India.
It's actually to strengthen the ecosystem because it's a vital process. Inspection is a vital process, part of the electronics and semiconductor industry. Especially nowadays, the requirements towards the advanced packaging is actually getting more and more stringent. And although there's a big population in India, but it's not actually productive and effective to do manual inspection. So what many customers that we experience elsewhere in the world, they actually require automated inspection to make sure that it's consistent and also accurate. And with the large volume that's been churned out from the semiconductor industry, talking about millions of components in a day, so it's no longer viable or possible to be done manually and consistently. Yeah, that's where our niche is. So I think we want to be participating in this initiative together with many other industry players to help to accelerate this process to become viable and also materialize. You mean in India particularly, or in
India and Assam?
Yeah,
India, Assam.
I think this is. I would say that this is the right focal area. I think ever since the COVID, we noticed that the semiconductor manufacturing is actually very concentrated in specific country or region, and that caused actually a risk to many of the manufacturers worldwide because of the supply chain disruption due to the interruption to the shipping as well as to the operations. But I think in this sector, there's some area that has been left. And it's the right move that the government is actually putting strong emphasis to make sure that it's also self-reliant, as well as once it's self-reliant, can also provide an alternative export to many of the other countries. To invest in semiconductor, as you know, the whole supply chain is very complex. It's not just comprising of just a few companies. You need to build up a very mature ecosystem. We are one of them. And in order to do it well, all these partners need to be present. And obviously the investment needs to be in the long run. We're talking about 10, 20 years, many decades to go. But it's the right move because this is something that is vital. As we all know that many of our products and devices and gadgets are getting more and more electronics in there, and including the transformation towards electrification, like EV cars. So there are many components that is going to generate a lot of demand for the semiconductor solutions. And another area that is up and coming is the AI boom. As you know, AI will require a lot of extensive processing power, and you need a lot of the electronics to go together with it. And I think it's very vital to have part of the investment in this area in order to also diversify the economy and also to build up the skill set of the population in general. Yeah, I think the location is correct because I saw from the video that it's actually strategically positioned, and I think there's a lot of opportunity and room to grow from here. India, I think there are many areas that are also focusing in this, and Assam taking this initiative is the right direction, considering that it's actually at a very strategic location. And I think the government is also putting in a lot of focus and incentives into this area. I think we are very excited about that.